So same concept will there also the compiler function will occur. If you write any code in that language, particular language, again it will translate the source code to the machine language. So that's why these terms you are getting familiar with it. Parsing, because there are some parse functions also, parse int functions even in some case for the JavaScript also this parsing concept is there for writing any code for the parse functions also. The terms are similar, but as for the machine language and the assembly register and the register allocation, these terms also associated with the computer architecture, also associated with the microprocessor. So all are interlinked actually.
So thank you.
Okay. So these are the description of some of the phases. That lex is the lexical analysis. As I told that the output of the lexical analysis will be the stream of tokens. So it will break the source file into individual words and parse. It will convert the data from one format to another. So that's why it analyzes the phrase structure of the program, and it will be associated with the when we'll talk about the data structure of the compiler. And then next is the semantic actions. It will build a piece of abstract syntax tree corresponding to the each phrase, and in the semantic analysis it will determine what the each phrase means, and it will relate for the use of variables, the definitions, check type of expression and each phrase. Frame layout, it will place the variables with the function parameters in a machine dependent way, and translation, it will produce intermediate representation of trees. Then canonicalize it will hoist the side effects out of the expression and clean up conditional branches for the convenience of the next phases. Instruction selection, it will group the intermediate representation tree node into clumps that corresponding to the actions for the target machine instruction. Next is the control flow analysis. It will analyze the sequence of instructions into a control flow graph that shows all possible flows of control. Data flow analysis, it will gather information about the flow of information through variables of the program. For example, liveliness analysis, it calculates the places where each program variable holds a still needed value. And register allocation, it will choose the register to hold the variable and the temporary values used by the program. And finally, the code emission, it will replace the temporary names of each machine instruction with the machine registers. So these are the description of all the various phases of the compiler, but today we will talk only about the lexical analysis. So actually there are some compiler construction tools which are known as the parser generator, scanner generator, syntax directed translation engine, automatic code generator and the data flow engines. So this parser generator, it will produce the syntax analyzers which is based on the context free grammar language, that is associated with that is a type 2 grammar context, which is based on the push down automata. Then scanner generator will automatically generate the lexical analyzers based on the regular expression. So what is regular expression? So regular expression, it is there are 5 concepts that if R is a regular expression, suppose if we assume that R is a regular expression, then within bracket R it is also a regular expression. These are all associated with the theory of computation, and it is similar with the compiler. So any even also any terminal symbols such as the epsilon, sigma, phi, these are also a regular expression. And if R1 and R2 are the two regular expressions, then product, that is the concatenation of R1 and R2 is also a regular expression, and union of two regular expressions is also a regular expression. So this is associated with the because since we know that the lexical analysis is a stream of tokens, so this lexical this regular expressions is associated with this scanner generator, and this token has basically 2 parts: token type and token value. So token type, it is the string, and token value is the null. Next is the syntax directed translation engine. It will produce collection of routines generating intermediate nodes. Automatic code generator, it will act as a collection of rules that defines the translation of the operation of intermediate language. And data flow engines, it will perform optimization and also data flow analysis based on in which the information is also done. So next is about the bootstrapping. So bootstrapping is it is characterized by the three languages: its source language, its object language, and the language in which the program is written. So this is one example of the bootstrapping. The figure it is showing this figure, the bootstrapping of the compiler, and it is represented in the form of the T diagram. This is the equation. So this is the syntax LSNM plus SMN equal to this. So this it is represented in the form of T diagram. And this lexical analysis has a two part. There are two parts for the compilation. So one is the analysis part, and another is the synthesis part. So this this example, position is equal to initial plus rate is start 60. So this is the syntax tree or the parts tree for the parsing. So this we this is represented in this. This is the general expression, and we have represented in the form of the parts tree. So that means which is known as the parsing. From one format to another format we are changing. So this is the syntax tree, and these are the stream of tokens, how the lexical analysis is done with it. So so this is the flow diagram of the, again the with the phases of the compiler. This when from the front end analysis or the back end. Front end is as I said, that lexical analysis is it is the two parts, that is analysis and the synthesis part. So front end it is analysis part, and back end it is the synthesis part. So this lexical analysis, it is output is in the stream of tokens. Then the syntax analysis output is in, it will be represented in the parts tree. Semantic analysis will be annotated parts tree. Intermediate code generation, the intermediate code optimization, the optimized code, and the target code generation. And similarly for the from the target assembly language, it will show the preprocessor, compiler, and the assembler, and the linked code exe file. So up to this part, is there any doubts regarding this? If you have any questions, you can ask me. So this is about the part about the compiler and the lexical analysis for the first phase. So if you have any question, you can ask.
Sir, can you explain the T diagram again?
T diagram, this one for the bootstrapping. This thing you are talking.
Yes.
About. Yes. See,
yes,
this expression you are saying that this is the equation. This LSNA plus ASMA. This is just general equation. So this it is so final output is the after adding LSN plus ASMM.